Hello, GJM speaking, also known as GJM Reborn or GJM. This video is a little unique slash special because we will not learn anything, or I will not teach you anything in this one. Rather than this movie will be pure my calmly and slowly talk, but it's one of the most important video on this channel, if not the most important at all. Okay, the purpose of this video, that's the most important, the purpose of this video is as the title says, is to introduce you to what this whole rising my YouTube channel is all about. My personal brand, which my personal brand is all about. But firstly, I want you right away, tell you right away that I have prepared a little script for this video that I will be using recording it to make sure that I haven't skipped anything, okay? So I'm sorry right away to you for reading sometimes a little from my movie scenario. For example, as now I was reading maybe 2 sentences. Doesn't matter, okay? Okay, secondly, the standard repeating quote for YouTubers. Uh, I want you to leave me a like, subscribe, leave me a comment, or write email to me. You have my email in the profile details, the contact section. There is my email, grzegorz720@gmail.com, or I will leave my email also in the description on this movie, on this video. Okay, where I am. I'm what is about comments or emails? You can leave the suggestions for what you want to see on this channel. You can criticize me if I'm doing something wrong, if I can improve in something. And the most important thing is that I'm offering a private lessons, dedicated lessons to you, mentoring, code reviews in my programming languages that you have listed in the profile descriptions, and also we will be talking in this video about them. And I can resolve your problems, your programming, your STAM problems, analyzing your code, everything. It's up to you. And the most important thing in this part, in this sentence, is that everything is for free. Okay, now we will go to the section, to the chapter content of the videos on my channel. Okay, it's rather straightforward. The content will be divided into sections: operating systems and games. Let me drink a little water. Okay, first, the most important, operating system. Everything step by step about operating systems from many perspectives, such as embedded development, firmware things, OS. For example, I want to do with you the project that will be the clone of the BIOS. We will try to clone the BIOS with all the interrupts of it. For example, 13 interrupt in hexadecimal, one of the most important BIOS 16-bit interrupt that is and that was responsible for what? For the reading floppy or reading hard disk, doesn't matter for now. OS theory. Let's go forward. OS theory from the ground up. I don't require from you anything except basics of programming, even not in C, just basics in of the programming. The what is the programming? How to write the hello world? How to write the calculator program? The if statements, else if, maybe switch case statement, for loop, while loop. It's sufficient. Do while loop is extra one. I will semi joke on this one. And that kind of things. For example, what are variables? Not the advanced type of variables. What mean unsigned or signed in C, C++? What means endianness, the little endian or big endian? The x86 architecture is coded in little endian. What does it mean? Etc. I don't require from you those things. I require only, I underline it once again, the basics of just programming in any language. Uh, Preferably a statically typed language rather than dynamically, such as the Python. For example, the good languages, for example, C, C++, even Java, C Sharp, I don't know, some of them, okay? Um, what's next? Uh, the OS development, of course, we will develop many operating systems, many small and simple operating systems, but one of them, GJM Nix, will be my, our, my, yours, our main operating systems that I will develop for years, and I will count the days. If I will do live streams or sometimes videos, sometimes live streams in project development of GJM Nix operating system. Uh, I will count the days, okay? As the case simulatory counted the days of developing the Handmade Hero, not the intro to Windows programming, just the Handmade Hero game itself from the ground up, from starting setting up the build system, yeah, the first episode of it. Okay. Mm, so sometimes we will count the days of doing projects. What's more in operating systems area? The Linux kernel development and Linux drivers creation will be in it. Advanced usage of Git, of course. We'll use Git and SVN as the version control systems. Linux administration and even a few DevOps tools such as Docker, AWS Cloud, that I know it very well, and I'm not working with the AWS Cloud now on a daily basis because my current job is very low level. Doesn't matter. It's a secret one. I will tell you. But in the past, I was working with AWS Cloud and even some GCP. With Azure, I have totally zero experience. I didn't like GCP at all. I love AWS Cloud. I have few certificates even from it, but I don't care about certificates that much. Okay, what's more? Microcontrollers. We will start from totally scratch from AVR, such as 80 tiny 80 mega, X mega, 32-bit microcontrollers. We will develop, for example, our custom device driver for the floppy controller, for the floppy disk drive that I will buy on some eBay or Amazon. We will develop, we will read us in the job the specification, the electronic specification, and we will implement from the ground up the whole and complete device driver to it. Then we will shift to ARM CPUs, ARM architecture in general. This is the sample of the open architecture, yeah, not as x86 is closed architecture, and many other electronics. I'm underlining now this word, electronics lectures and labs. We will learn many electronics things, okay? That's it for now. You can expect about, now we will talk something about programming languages. You can, in the operating system field, you can expect mainly the C language. However, I will also try to use C++ in this field. Sometimes. Of course, assembly for proper architecture, for current architecture, bash, of course, some Python. I love automating things by using Python. Free, of course, not the version 2, 1. Many and many, and one more time the word many GNU tools, such as, of course, GCC, G++, and also less obvious, I mean, for example, CPP, the preprocessor, I mean, not the C++ language now, Make, Yak, Bison, Lex, or Flex, etc. For example, we will learn how to approach make and write proper make files, recursive make, or one big make file, many approaches to it. Then we will proceed, if we are talking about build tools and C++, to auto tools, to the auto tools, then to the CMake, and the main operating system GJM Nix will be first on the make. Then you will see evolution. We will build many projects by evolution. For example, from make to automake to CMake to even Ninja. CMake can use GCC or Ninja. Sorry, this was my error, because I misled the compilers with build system. Yeah, CMake or Ninja, not what I said before. Yeah, but I wanted to say that CMake can use GCC or, for example, CLang or CL, meaning the visual Microsoft Visual C++. Okay, and the second field on this channel, everything again slowly and precisely about game development, game engine architecture, and actual creating the thing. We will create many projects in that field. I will use, in case of programming languages, C and C++. Some C, but mainly C++ in this field. And sometimes old old standard, old version of C++. Some but in the majority of the time, and the modern, total modern, for example, C++20, C++23, if I'm correct, versions of C++. Even some assembly will be in it. In the game engines, for example, in the graphics, swapping copying the back buffer to the front buffer, swapping them will be implemented in the assembly language. If I will teach you how it's working under the hood. The best rule, mm, the best rule how to understand how it's working sometimes something under the hood, for example, back buffer, front buffer, swapping them, why everything is double buffered, not the single buffered. um, First, we will try the single buffered approach to see why the second buffer is necessary and the swap buffers operation is necessary. The best, of course, in my modest opinion, the best way to understand those things and anything that you want to understand is to actually practice it. Sometimes it's hard to practice. For example, writing the NVIDIA graphics driver, but we will do those as well, believe me. Okay, I will use the Microsoft Visual Studio Community Express, etc. Depending on the version. You can see now I have here the older one, the Visual Studio 2013. Here is my main version, the Visual Studio 2022. I don't remember, I will be honest with you, I don't remember the names. Community, which is Community, which is Express, one is Community, one is Express, I think. I don't use the shit things, in my opinion, as a code blocks. I just installed it because we will do the book. I want to show you the debugging, proper debugging of C++, single threaded C++ on the code blocks firstly, and then on the Visual Studio. I'm the VI guy. I'm the VI guy. So some people will already know what it means. VI guy, the low level person sitting in the kernel stuff, deep as fuck, close to the hardware as fuck, reading electronics books in the free time, or even documentation of ARM or Spark or PowerPC or x86 architecture, etc. But okay, leave it for now because we are talking about game development. Okay, returning to the topic, back to the topic, I will use the Microsoft Visual Studio. Leave the Community Express words. Debugging things single-threaded first, then multi-threaded because games are multi-threaded. We will start with 2D, with two-dimensional games, then proceed to the 3D. We will do the multi-threaded 2D games and try to debug them. learn what is the profile tool, syncing them, meaning IPC, the inter-process communication via sockets, via other things, for example shared memory, etc. Okay. Now the next part of the video, if we are talking about types of videos, this will be short part. You can expect lectures, as I uploaded the first lecture, and there will be this is the longer, about 1.5 hour video. Then tutorials, many tutorials, because I know that majority of the people prefer videos that are in the time range of 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and I will do those and name the type of those videos as tutorials, okay? But if some topics and many topics require, for example, 2 hours or 4 hours, I expect, I calculated 4.5 hour for going from zero to hero in the topic of pointers, the C pointers and C++ raw pointers. I call this raw pointers because we have auto pointer, shared pointer, unique pointer, blah blah blah, etc. I will divide those things into the parts. For example, part 1, and by subtopic. For example, first thing in the pointers, mini course, the sub course will be how memory is presented. What is the memory? What is the memory map? What is the address space layout randomization? What is the stack? What is the stack frame? Blah blah blah. For example, this will be the first part. Then will be the second part, declaring pointer, and what the type of the pointer actually mean, because it actually mean a lot if you are doing pointer arithmetic. And by the way, pointer arithmetic, I said, this will be maybe not the next part, but some part will be dedicated to pointer arithmetic, etc., and how to do this in the safe way. We will learn on the way the size of operator, size t type, what is the iterator in general. Yeah, in the pointers mini course, not in the linked list and data structures. Of course, linked list, data structures, read block tree, my favorite data structure, graphs, binary trees, but we will go through all of them. But of course, we will start from what is the algorithm, yeah. What is the linear search? What is the linear search? Yeah, and what is the binary search, and how it differs in time and in computational complexity. Wait, I want to drink some water. I have to. Sorry for the. What is the computational complexity? Yeah. Without too much discrete math, but later I will introduce some math. We will learn math as necessary as well. Sorry for that. ill and sick. Now I have very serious sickness, so sorry for that. And the 1.5 week, one whole week and half week left in Poland, in my birthplace, to return to my to United States, that I call the home country of my family, of myself, of course, of my career, of doing the PhD from operating systems, because I'm doing the PhD from operating systems in the field of file systems. You will see when we will be developing the projects connected to bootloaders, but not the assembler bootloaders that can only read sectors and stage 1, stage 2, blah 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 blah, writing in ASM. By the way, I prefer GNU assembler syntax, also known as the GAS syntax, rather than the Intel syntax. Sorry for that. I will tell you why it's better, even if it's harder and more clobbered. It's better. It's more readable still. If you learn it proper way, that I will teach you it, the proper way, it will be more readable for you. For example, reading the one line, because in assembler one line is in majority of the cases the single statement. You can see the size of the registers, of the operands, of the everything, blah blah blah. But this is not the assembly course now. We will proceed to them later, okay? And returning to the games. Returning to the types of videos. Sorry, you can expect lectures, as I said before, tutorials, very often divided into the parts, as well as projects creating videos. Maybe later I will do live streams as well, but only from working on different projects. I don't see any point doing live stream from, for example, recording about STL library or const word in the const and const expression, I mean, two keywords and everything related to them in the C++ on the live stream. I don't see any point. I can see the point when I will reach, for example, about 100 subscribers, and then I will start with creating the projects, from the operating systems field, as well as from the electronics field, as well as from the math field, as well as from, of course, the game development field. Okay. So expect live streams when I will collect some audience, but only from working on different projects. Because working on the project is totally different type of work than working on teaching you something, yeah. Because project is as the live body, operating system kernel or GUI is as the live body. You are modifying it, you are debugging it, there are some bugs, whether you have to check if it's exploitable or I don't know. You know what I mean. Now, I think the most important chapter and part of this video. The form of the vast majority of all videos. Again, the form. What form the most of my videos on this channel will take? And listen me very carefully right now, because that's I think the most important information. The first is two domains: operating systems and game development, and the second is that part, the form of the videos. The videos will be in the form of the keyword. Now will be the keyword of the live learning. Repeating that again, live learning. For example, I open PDF about assembly, and I learn in quotes. And teach you in the same time, this at the same time as I'm repeating myself. Sorry for that. I'm stressed a little, okay, because this is one of the most important video on this channel. I think this form of videos will make this YouTube channel different and unique from others. Even if I am already in two very interesting niches of IT or STMI. To be honest, I hate the shortcut IT. I love, and we use in United States, the shortcut STMI. Okay, repeating again, even if I'm already in two very interesting niches of IT, meaning operating systems and game development. Back to the topic. I think the form of videos, the live learning, the form of the videos called live learning or live teaching, I don't know which is the correct word in the grammar or vocabulary in the English. I think the form of the videos will make my channel so different from others, because and now will be the reasons. Because first of all, I will show you how to approach some of the books, how to use them properly. I'm very fan of the books. I don't think so. There are so small amount, but this is small amount of good courses on the internet. Paid or free, doesn't matter. Let me drink some water. Paid or free, doesn't matter. For example, learn OpenGL or some website that I forgot the URL about SDL, or the tutorials and getting started about on official page on SFML, the simple something F, I don't know what, I forgot, media library, yeah, in C++. Those are good. Even the Khan library, Khan Academy, in the teaching of some math is good. You have some lectures from MIT. You have Handmade Hero, but still, as I said in the lecture, the only first 20 or 30 episodes are explaining everything that the Casey Muratori is doing, but in the later chapters, not really. So something is explained, but it's just coding. doing the game building, debugging, repeating the process, etc. Okay, so I will show you, I will teach you how to approach some of the very hard books, because okay, let it be honest, the books about computer architectures, about compilers, about AVR microcontrollers, about algorithms and data structures, about computational complexity, about discrete math if somebody is starting out. Uh, those books are very hard, and I will teach you how to approach some of those kind of books, how to use them properly, how to practice the topics by going through the book. Even though I know vast majority of the topics from years ago, maybe I will learn something as well. Because, for example, AVR architecture, I personally have no idea about it. Maybe I did a hello world in the microcontrollers world, meaning blinking LED. Blinking LED. I know ARM, very good x86 in the 16-bit mode. Yeah, 16-bit mode still. 32-bit mode, 64-bit mode, very well. But for example, about PIC, I don't even know how to read it properly. Probably it's just PIC, the PIC, the AVR, you know. And I will learn it with you together. So you will see how I am approaching the topic, how I am practicing the things, not just rewriting and rewriting the listings, as the code monkey, rewriting the listings from the book, and modifying the int variable from the value of 5 to the value 6, and I did a modification. Now I will do a git commit to my repo. I'm successful. Brave. No, this is not the way how it really works. Okay, the very important information. Most of the books that we will go through, I've done years ago, but some resources that I have chosen, because I have already chosen the list of the resources that we will be doing for at least the next, at least for this year. Uh, we are done. We are done for this, at least for this year. Maybe even January and February for the next year. I've planned everything, okay, even the projects. Mm, but some resources that I've chosen, as I said before, will be totally new for me. For example, AVR. Okay, I asked, of course, not I didn't choose, of course, the random AVR books. I've asked the guy that is working with the AVR commercially in Australia. My very good friend that emigrated, that was working with me uh, half year in US and then emigrated to Australia. Uh, Not emigrated, just moved to Australia. So mm, he was on the small job trip, 2 weeks, and fell in love in Australia. I understand him perfectly, because I fell in love in the Philippines and in the uh, United States, but only the west states, starting from the Texas, going to the west, not the east side. Sorry for that. I'm not offending those people. I just don't like this area of the US. Okay. Mm, Repeating, some resources that I've chosen already will be totally new for me. So, those will be real, pure, and true examples how to work through them, learn topics, and practice them to make those topics stick and just be in your head forever. How to use those commercially. Maybe I will record few videos on recording the real job interview. Of course, I will reject the job, but the interview for the kernel developer in the US, etc. I will reject then the job, but you will see how to approach all of those things, how to release the level of the stress in your head, how to prepare for the interview, what's important, what's not important. The lead code part, the most boring part of this channel, the lead code tutorials, I think not lectures. The lead code tutorials will be I think the most boring part of this channel, but I will also record it about it, not in this year, but in the next year, to make you mm, to make you be able to build a worldwide career from one prerequisite, knowing the basics of programming, preferable in statically typed language. You know, the variables, functions, loops, conditional statements, boolean logic, and all those things. And going from this, I will take you to the up, to the very, very big mountain of knowledge, of projects, of everything. And that's it. If you have an idea of suggestion what should be changed or what should I do, drop me a line on my email that you can find on my profile or even in the description. I'm repeating myself from the beginning of this video. Or simply leave a comment. Of course, give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. Wait for more content. I will upload every day something, something very qualitable, and maybe even today there will be two videos. This video very, very important because this is presentation of my channel, at least first presentation. Then maybe I will do it better. I'm just starting in the world of social medias, personal branding, marketing, recording, blah blah blah, etc. Professional microphones, even that. So understand it a little bit, okay, and focus on the knowledge, on the topics that I'm presenting to you. Thanks for listening. Again, give me a thumbs up, a like, drop me a line on email or comment, and subscribe for getting notification about me uploading the quality content to you.